Om. 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 Sahana vavatu, sahana bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu, ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti
Shanti,
Shanti Shanti. May the Lord protect us. May He nourish us. May we acquire the capacity to study and understand the scriptures. May our study be brilliant and may we not cavil at each other. Om, peace, peace and love. Dear brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to all of you. We welcome everyone to the Sri Sathya Sai Baba Center of Arcadia. So, we are, as I said, always express gratitude to Swami. We are continuing the Gita Jnana Yajna. So, we are doing chapter, you have the e-copy, you should have received, where it is chapter 17, page 76. If it is a hard copy, yeah, it is here. This edition is page 155, chapter 17. So there it is, page 76, chapter 17. Here, page 156, chapter 17. So last week we talked about. So finally, the main thing, as I said, Swami is giving commentary about the mainly chapter 8 in the Bhagavad Gita, Akshara Parabrahma Yoga. And then also partly he is covering the chapter 9 also, Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya Yogam, that is called 9. That is royal secret. Raja Vidya means royal knowledge and royal secret. So he's telling, this is very special. So he himself is giving importance to that. So he's covering both, because most of the thing is from the chapter. I want you to refer everybody to the original, then Swami's commentary you can understand better. So there we talked about how to be one with God. Who is God? Akshara. Because there is people, God with attributes and with name and form we all worship. But there is God who is Nirguna Nirakara, one beyond name, attributes, form, who is beyond time, space. So he was talking about that. So we'll again don't go into the detail. That is what Kavim Purana Manushashitaram, that whole thing describes those qualities of Akshara Parabrahman. Then how he says how the purpose of life is to merge with God, be one with God, Sayujya. Swami says 4 stages. What are those? First is Salokya, we know Swami. Then we become Samipya, we come close to Swami by being good and following his teachings. Then Sarupya will become just look like him. He will be one, like Bharata, I said, he just looked like Rama. And same thing, Uddhava, we just look like Krishna. Because they are so much love for God, they look like one. So, and then once you do that, then Sayuja, you merge. There is no different, like wave becomes part of the ocean. So just you become one with God. That not you are disturbed, but you are become one with that. For that, he prescribed last week, we talked about Ananya Bhakti. That means always, at all places, think about me. Then what will you do? What will you do? Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. I take care of you, give you what you don't have, and try to maintain that Kshema. That is what, and we discussed in detail about what is yoga and what is Kshema. Hope all of you remember. I don't want to again go, unless you have any comments on that. Yogakshemam not dadamyaham. I said, dadamyaham, I give you yoga and kshema. Vahamyaham. So I bear your burdens. Like what Shri Baba says. So the very important, like the mantras, each one in addition to our Narayana. If you look to me, I look to you. Shri Baba said that. Just we need to go on looking at his picture, also is looking at him. She confirmed Swami also. Just looking at him with love. Look, and you take one step towards me, I will take 100 steps towards you. So just you need to have that bhava, that kind of feeling we should worship. Then he will take care of our burdens. I will carry your burdens, he said. Not just whatever burdens. So instead of that, we carry burdens on ourselves. Like Ramana Maharshi, the example of somebody going on a train, carrying, putting the luggage on his head, thinking he want to make the weight less for the train. Oh, why so much weight? Anyway, it carries him and the luggage. So we should leave all our burdens and on guard and walk free and happy. That is what Ananya Chantayantomam was related to. So, and also we talked about three important shlokas. What are those three important shlokas? Swami says they are the most precious jewels in the whole of Bhagavad Gita. Everybody should know. Because Swami said so, we need to at least do that. Only three, not all the 700. If you know it is good. But those three shlokas. And so, let me repeat, people, unless somebody want to volunteer, one is chapter 2, shloka 7. Arpanya dosho vahata swabhavaha. Second is chapter 9, shloka 22. Ananya chintayanto mam. And then chapter 18, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, where 1866, shloka 66, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja ahantva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami masu. That is the Charama shloka, that is the last. So if you completely surrender, I will give you moksha. That is what everybody wants to be sayujya. So here this is what he was explaining. He says, once you merge with me, there is no more coming back. That is what he was emphasizing, Lord Krishna. So because he says, if you repeat the Om at the last breath, you will be one with me. You won't any more coming back. You will reach the ultimate state. So that's where we ended. So now we'll continue just for a few 10 minutes and 15 minutes, and then we'll. Yeah.
Sairam. At this, I'll just read the last sentence of the paragraph above.
Mm-hmm.
Only those who are perpetually that Brahma Bhava can attain this timeless me and be freed from the chain by merging in me. At this, Arjuna gave expression to another doubt that worried him. He asked, if that is so, why do the Upanishads declare that those who reach heaven, Brahmaloka, need not be born again? Please explain who exactly are those that are freed from the cycle of birth and death. Arjuna, there are two types of liberation mentioned in the Upanishads, Sadhya Mukti and Krama Mukti. Sadhya Mukti is referred to as Kaivalya Mukti. For earning this, no one need aspire for any heaven. They get this on the spot, and not by stages, step by step. Liberation secured thus is a possession forever. The rest are liable to change. When the effect of the merit acquired wears out, heaven has to be given up, and life on earth starts anew. Such souls know no merging. Only those who attain Kaivalya merge and become one with the eternal, the universal. This is to say, intercepted Arjuna, that souls attain Kaivalya are destroyed, is it not? Or is there any difference between merging and destruction, laya and nasam? No, Partha, layam is not nasam. Merging is not destruction. Layam happens when it becomes invisible. That is what happens when a thing is destroyed. It becomes invisible. We cannot see it anymore. But just because a thing has gone out of sight, how can you pronounce it destroyed? No. A lump of sugar or salt placed in water disappears. You can see it no more. But can you say it is destroyed? Or do you say it has merged? It is there. The taste declares it. It has lost the form, but is present in its quality, its guna. The jiva also merges like this in Brahman. It is not destroyed at all. When the jiva is not merged like this, it can at best only wander between heaven and earth, deserving life in heaven for some time and descending again to earth for further efforts towards salvation. Shall I stop there? Or go read a little bit more?
Yeah, yes, 2 more pairs because there is all continued.
Okay. Arjuna was still afflicted with doubt. He asked Krishna, "You say that no heaven, even the highest Brahmaloka, can save man from the cycle of birth and death. Then what is the royal road to salvation?" You mean to say that those who strive for the host heaven have to satisfy themselves with just that and no more? Krishna answered Partha, "There is a state that knows no decline beyond all these heavens. There are many roads by which the state can be won. Unaware of those roads, or out of the joy of that state, man is taking to others that are either crooked or comfortable. He does not know how to distinguish between the right road and the wrong." Okay, I'll stop there.
Okay.
So this, I think last week's reading was also very powerful, and it really leads into this one. So a few thoughts. I really love how Lord Krishna explains to Arjuna this idea. He's asking him, okay, so if it's liberated, if it's merged, is it destroyed? Isn't that what happens? And he has this beautiful analogy of when sugar or salt dissolves in water, it essentially merges with the water, and you can taste it, and it becomes one. I think we have talked a lot about death, and as part of having a good life, you want to have a good death. And I think one of the things as humans, death gets a very negative sort of connotation, but what it really is, it's not destruction necessarily. And I think Lord Krishna tells Arjuna this very beautifully here. It is really a transcendence, because as we work towards that transcendence, our soul, we purify our soul so it can be liberated. I did a little bit of a deep dive into some of these concepts here. So Sathya Mukti, it's it's defined more as on-the-spot liberation, and that is like Uncle was saying, if when you're at that last breath and you're chanting Om, then you are liberated at that moment. Karma Mukti was, the analogy was, it's like an ant reaching towards the jaggery. It's you follow a path and you follow a process to get there, and then you get to that place. Kaivalya is a very interesting concept. The definition is ultimate spiritual freedom. There's a lot here. I know we're a little short on time, so I can go into that a little more next week maybe, but it's ultimate spiritual freedom. So it's liberation, and basically you isolate the self from the material being, and you become more conscientious of the essence of what the soul really is, the soul's true purpose, the true self. So it's basically the Purusha isolating from the Prakriti at that point, and sort of living that truth. So I'll stop there. I have a lot of notes.
No, you can, continue that next week. So main thing is we should have, Swami gives clear concept. What is the purpose of human life? To get liberation, or realize innate divinity, or merge with, they're all same. So people get confused. Atma Sakshatkara, realize the self, or you are having Brahman, realize Brahman, or you said, I want liberation, I want moksha. So they are all the same. They are having, like even Lord Buddha said, nirvana, a stage which is eternal, from which you don't come back. That is why even here, what Swami is talking about there in chapter 8 and this shloka 16, Lord Krishna clearly says, Abrahma bhuvana loka punarartano Arjuna. Mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. This is very important. Punarjanmana vidyate. So all of us repeat the cycle of birth and death. Where born, again you die. Again born, that this cycle, there is a cycle, go on repeating. Even you go to Brahma Loka, this is Brahma Bhuvana Loka. There are many lokas, Brahma Loka, Goloka, so many lokas depending upon whom you worship Shiva. Whatever lokas you go, he says again you have to come back from that. But here, having attained the Supreme, there is no more coming back. So that is a Yadhama. What is Paramam? As I said last time, I said in our morning, the Suprabhatam, says Suprabhatam idam punyam te patanti dine dine te vishanti parandhama. It says we will all go to Parandhama. People think, what is Parandhama? It says Parandhama definition, Lord Krishna says, Parandhama is yadgatvan anivartante tadhama paramam mama. Having gone there, there is no more coming back. All these other places, you go and come back. That is where Lord Krishna says, Chine punye martya loka vishanti. So you get all punyam. You did a lot of surveys, you gave a lot of sandwiches, you gave treated sick people, you gave education people. That is all good. Spiritual. To get the results to that, you will go to heavens. But once you finish that, you have to come back. You will be born again in the human. Chine punye matyaloka, you will come back. Like you think you have a nice lot of savings you have at the end of the year, you have vacation for 2 weeks. You go to Monte Carlo in France, or you go to some nice vacation. So just nice 5-star hotel, you stay, enjoy all the so-called luxury. You enjoy. But once the money is gone, again you have time. Vacation is gone, money is gone, you have to come back, right, to your home. Similarly, all good punyam you did, once you go there, once you finish, you have to come back again be born. So, but this is a stage, having gone where you won't come back. And that's why, for the beautiful example, Swami says, people are really worried about, oh my God, you got liberation means you lose your identity. You are not, I'm no more Narendra, you are no more Nirupam, no more. Just is the whole, your identity is gone. People are scared, my God, I will be gone. That means you are no, but you don't realize you are getting more. The wave is gone, because wave has a name and form is gone, but you are one with the ocean. Because you are wave, as a wave you are gone, but you are there as a part of the ocean. You became much bigger. That's why this happened 30 years ago. One of the Australian devotees, he was so much, Swami, I want liberation. I want, yeah, I'll give. So day after tomorrow at 10 a.m., come, I'll give you liberation. That guy never showed up because he was so scared. It means once you liberate, means you will die, you will gone. So it really, you are not serious about liberation. If you really want liberation, are you prepared for that? You need to have credentials. That is why we talked about our credentials in the Sutra Vahini. We talked about sadhana chatushtayam, how we need to be prepared. So here, you need to know the meaning of the Sanskrit words. Then after that, I will. Sadhyo mukti. Sadhya means instantaneously, immediately. There are a few words. Even in Lalsa, Chipra means soon, I will give you soon. Mukti. Sadhya means right away, instantaneously, immediately. Krama means gradually, slowly you go on practicing, practice of many lifetimes, you do that. That is called Krama Mukti. Krama means slow. Sadhya means immediate. Chipra means soon. So like that, you get liberation depending upon your intensity and the grace of God. That is what you remember. So whatever you do, that's why I say he is scared. That is why I say, I am gone. Layam means you are gone. You are no more there. So, no, it is not Nasham. You are part of the bigger thing. So that is what you should understand. There are many of people, because our ego wants, I am that person with this. I'm gone, then what is the point? But you are becoming part of the bigger picture. So then you don't know question of coming back. That is what the important is. So please read this a very important concept about liberation and how to get that. So you have to go to the original text and use the notes. I'm happy, Nirupama, you did the homework and did that. Then you will enjoy. Then you will can relate.
And I'll talk about it more next week.
Yeah, please do that. Yeah, because that is all of you like that. Do you can, that's how this is study circle is. You should be interactive. You should give your input how you understand what Swami said, and then we'll do that. Anyway, we'll continue next week.